What is good, fight fans? This is Ashley's Corner. I want to invite everybody to come through the liquor spot every Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Central Time, right here on the liquor spot on Ashley's Corner channel. All right, got to talk about this fight coming this weekend, man. It's going to be a doozy. And what I mean by that is it's going to be a very telling fight. Um, somewhat telling fight. I think it's going to be an interesting fight. I do not think it's going to be highly entertaining, though. This fight in between Shakur Stevenson and Jermal is going to be very interesting. And I'm for sure is not going to miss this fight. Now, let me run through the specs of each fighter really quick, okay? Jermal is 20. He's 23 and 2. 23 wins, 2 losses, 11 knockouts, and he has one loss by TKO that happened in the very last round of the fight. I do believe he wasn't out on his feet. The ref counted him out, basically, just waved his hands out, but he was on his feet. He has been dropped before in his career. His knockout rating is 44%. He's fought for 152 rounds. He's 35 years old, a southpaw, 5'10" with a 72-inch reach. And this is his fifth straight fight at 130. This is his fourth title defense for his WBO at 130. And he's been pro for 9 years. Shakur Stevenson is 16-0, 16 wins, no losses, 8 knockouts. He's fought for 93 rounds. His knockout percentage is 50%. He's 24 years old, southpaw, 5'7" is what this says. 5'7", 68-inch reach. This is his fourth fight at 130 pounds. And this is his fourth fight at 130 pounds. And he's been pro for 4 years. And his alias is Fearless. Okay, all right, listen. A lot of people are saying that Shakur Stevenson should just walk through Jermal Herring. There's other people saying that this fight right here is gonna let everybody know that Shakur's the goods, and some other people are saying if he don't win this fight, then he's not the goods. The only thing that I do agree with is that if he doesn't win this fight, he's not the goods. That's the only thing that I agree with. If he does not beat Jermal Herring, Shakur Stevenson is not only should he not be compared to to Floyd Mayweather, y'all need to pipe it down just a tad because he ain't ready. And I think he knows he's not ready. That's why he's been chilling in these smaller weight classes. Now, I'm not hating on Shakur Stevenson. I'm saying it how I see it. When he started being a pro, he was at a smaller weight classes because the smaller Gervonta Davis was smaller than he is now, and he was the same size as Gervonta Davis. So I've seen the growth. That dude was like 5'4". He was short. He was small. This is the same size as Tank, and Tank was small at 126 pounds when he started. Both of them has grew. You know what I'm saying? And Tank still is like he probably grew a midget. Grew an inch. He probably grew an inch and got a little bigger. But Shakur Stevenson, look at him. During his face-off, he called Jermal Herring small. You too small. You little. Now, understand this. I know Jermal Herring is a Marine, all right? But the only thing I'm going to say about that is that I don't think he's scared of words from somebody that he's already sparred and practiced before. There should be no war of words in between these two. Shakur Stevenson and Jermal Herring know each other well enough in the ring for it not to be a war of words. Y'all have been out chilling and partying probably together because of who y'all friend is collectively, who your friends are collectively. And because of that, Jermal Herring is feeling a little disrespected and don't understand why he's taking this point he don't understand why he's acting like this towards him, and I understand it. And he's talked about going to, being out there in the military and, hearing RPGs and guns. Like, that's scary. Words ain't nothing when you've been through something like that. Like, and Shakur knows it. And if he's trying to make the fight and sell the fight, he can sell it by not disrespecting Jermal. He can sell the fight. Like, honestly, Earl Spence sells fights, and he don't just jump at people's necks. So you can't tell me that it can't be done, because it can. But that's just to touch on that part. But as far as just to touch on, how he's speaking to Herring, and why Herring feels a certain way that he does, I understand it. But have y'all thought about the fact that Shakur Stevenson, and because I've been seeing the build up and all the videos that Top Rank is putting out, building up this fight, and they're doing a very good job. I have to admit, round of applause to Top Rank for building up this fight, because they're putting out a lot of videos and footage and whatnot. Shakur Stevenson in one of the videos said, I know exactly what he's doing right now. I know what he's doing in every second of the day. I know who his trainers is. I know what he's doing. I know what he's practicing. I know he can't handle me. Them two has already sparred a few times. They know each other. In saying that, the only thing that I'm saying, if he beats Herring, all that's telling me is that, yeah, he beat somebody. That's probably the best person on his record. He deserved that win. If he lose, Shakur's nothing, bro. I'm sorry. He's not, in my opinion. He's somebody that needs a lot of work, and he needs to stop talking and do more work, in my opinion, if he loses this fight. Now, this is somebody that I can't give as much credit for that I know a lot of people are going to give him credit for. All right, even though he is an inch two, let me see. Let's get it down. Shakur is 5'7", Jermal's 5'10", according to BoxRec. Okay? Shakur has a 68-inch reach. Herring has a 72, according to BoxRec. So, Herring has a 4-inch reach advantage and a 3-inch height advantage. That right there is different for Shakur. So, because of those specs, he's fighting somebody that he hasn't fought before. As far as the specs and the talent, Shakur Stevenson hasn't fought a Jermal Herring. Give him that respect. And with Jermal, because all of us are just saying Jermal Herring haven't seen no Shakur. You're right. And then vice versa, that's also true. And yeah, that is different. That's something new. And yeah, all of that. But the only problem is he knows everything about him. He admitted to knowing his whole schedule, to knowing everything. I know this, I know that. I train with them. They trained me and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Bruh. I don't care if I was fighting King Kong, dog. If I trained with him every day and know everything, I'm going to have an upper hand. And more than that, during their training and whatnot, and sparring, he probably got the best of him sparring every time they sparred. That's why Shakur's in the joint. He know what it is. He know what it is. His team know what it is. You know why? Because they watched him spar. Like, bruh. You can't give somebody credit. Oh, well, he was the smaller guy in this fight, and look what he did to her. Bruh. I don't even want to hear those videos, because I know they're about to come. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. This is somebody that he's been around for a very long time, He's been in the same gym and working with him on and a bunch of times. You know what I'm saying? So, it's not special that he beat him, but it's horrible if he loses. That's how I feel. Now back to this Shakur saying that you too small and shit like that. Yeah, that's the only thing that made Herring laugh. He said, I'm too small. Because the funny thing about it is you said that he's too small right there. Okay? And this I already been saying this war words. This is crazy. Shakur knows he can't get in his head. He should know this already. And Shakur admitted that he's not trying to scare him. Alright, so you're doing this for yourself? Okay, fine. All I'm saying is, man, you called Herring small, okay? But in the build-up of the fight, Top Rank made a video with Herring and Shakur Stevenson, and Shakur Stevenson said, yo, Shakur, I can't respect the thing that I can't respect about Herring is the fact that he's losing all of this weight to be at 130 and to fight these smaller guys. I just can't respect that. And also in this face-off, he said, you little. You not fighting little Frampton. Alright, that's time out right there. That's time out. Carl Frampton was 5'5" with a 65-inch reach. Alright? Shakur Stevenson is 2 inches taller than Carl Frampton. Carl Frampton has a 3-inch reach advantage on him. Now let's switch it. Jermal Herring is 3 inches taller than Shakur with a 4-inch reach advantage. Do you see my point? Do you see my point? Listen, don't get mad at me, yo. I'm not hating. I'm just taking the words that he said, not in the past, the words that he's saying for this fight this weekend. This information came out one day after another. All I'm doing is being a fan, all right? Being a fan of the sport. I'm listening to what both of these men are saying, and one person is contradicting themselves, so I'm just bringing it to light. Now, like I said already, Shakur Stevenson should win this fight, and if he's not the goods, and he should not. Top Rank should stop, and Shakur Stevenson should stop saying Floyd Mayweather's name. He should have did that a long time ago in my book. The last person he fought, the African that he fought, the reason why he was in episode 2 and all that stuff is because everybody can admit that it was a flawed fight. Nobody cares that he won every round. Nobody cares about that because you judge distance better than Floyd. And if Floyd was in that ring with the last person, that African that he fought, he would have stopped him. He would have picked it up. That fight wouldn't have went the distance. So for you to compare yourself to a great like that, for Top Rank to disrespect Floyd and continue to put footage in there and compare you to him, knowing they're not even happy with your performance, bruh, it just need to stop, in my opinion. Regardless of what he should, if people saying he should think that he can beat up Mike Tyson and better than Floyd Mayweather and all that shit, cool. He can think whatever he want. But would y'all shun me if I just told you everything I was thinking and just made you just made videos about who the fuck I can beat up? About who I had more than? It's bullshit. It's not, regardless of what I think, regardless of what you say, you got to put up or shut up. This is a contact sport. And it just is what it is. This is how I look at this shit. You saying Frampton is a small guy, but he had similar specs in comparison of you fighting Heron. And it's funny to me that 5'5" is small, so that means he's not competition. Carl Frampton was good competition. That was a very exciting fight. It was a good fight in between Frampton and Heron. So are you saying if you fought Tank Davis, you think you'll just beat his ass, Shakur? If that's the case, then when Tank was at 130, how come you wasn't bringing up his name? You waited till other people brung him up. Why is that? Like, stop just because somebody's short. You sound like Ryan Garcia. Joe, well, he's short. I'll stop him in 2 rounds, bruh. You couldn't even stop somebody your height that had 0 boxing ability. He had power, and because he had power, it stopped you from being Shakur's fearless Stevenson. You was not fearless that fight. Your alias was gone out the window. They should have changed it after your last fight. And I'm only saying this because it was very disappointing. It was disappointing to watch from me, Bud, everybody that was in the arena. His mentor, Andre Ward, Timothy Bradley. Nobody liked that performance, y'all. And neither did Shakur. Shakur didn't like the performance. But what can you do? What can you say? It's already done. He even said he feels disrespected that the media is calling him a born fighter. If you care about what the media is saying, then you better do what the media thinks you're capable of doing. If you want the media to respect you, those people that's commentating what they think you're capable of doing, you better do it. Especially if you're being compared to Floyd Mayweather. In this fight, I think Heron has a good chance of winning just because Heron hasn't lost and he hasn't been tested. The last time he lost was the Olympics, and they showed it on the episode. He cried his eyes out. And then the crazy thing about it is he said that he knew he lost. You knew you lost the fight in the Olympics and you cried anyway. Like, bruh, he ain't gonna lose his fight because he got a lot riding on it. I'm sorry, I'm back. I don't think Shakur Stevenson is going to lose this fight. And I do think he has, all jokes aside, I do think he has a lot riding on it, so I don't think he's going to lose. But Heron has a very good chance of winning because Steven hasn't been tested. And because Shakur Stevenson hasn't been tested, the same thing works. What works for him works for Heron also. Heron knows. Heron, I'm not gonna say he knows what Stevenson is doing, but Heron has sparred him just like that. Shit works vice versa, and Heron's team knows Shakur Stevenson and his weaknesses. We'll see what game plan is pulled out, and because just like I said, Stevenson hasn't been tested, Heron could win this fight. But I'm a I'm a ride with everybody else and say Shakur Stevenson is going to win this fight in a unanimous or majority decision. And I will be making another short video just on the fight breakdown itself. But always like and subscribe to the channel. Peace.